I assume now Geno Smith's going to be doing a little more lead blocking. Now that
Yeah, how about that?
Kind of leading the play with
Geno ran the ball well yesterday. He even slid one time.
Is he getting fast? I'm kind of Geno Smith is confusing me, Coach. I got to be perfectly honest. He's better than I've seen him for all the years we've watched him play, even in preseason and practice out here. He's running better than he ran at any of those times. What has happened to Geno Smith?
I just don't think you could hide the talent. Is what it comes down to.
Well, that's obviously true. I think we all know that.
Did he make a plant-based turn too, Pete? Has he gone to the fountain of youth?
I don't know, but he sure is. He's primed and ready for the moment, isn't he? I mean, the fact that he's got this chance, he's been waiting for it. He was ready as could be, and he's demonstrating it week in and week out. But a good, solid game again. Really, we didn't get the ball out as quickly as we wanted to a couple times, and so he got hammered back there a little bit. But otherwise, he played a good, smart football game and gave us a great chance to win.
Yeah, it just felt like this game, and Arizona can do that a little bit, feast or famine, with all their pressure and all their looks and guys up in the gaps and everything to speed up a QB. I was curious in this one, as much as any this year, Pete, how he would handle that. And I'll tell you, man, I loved the reaction after the punt gaff, right? You're in the lead, and they showed him on the sidelines. I don't know if you've watched a TV copy yet, and he kind of flipped his helmet in the air like, but then he snaps in, and then you guys respond right away. To come right back down the field and score. So, I mean, you brought up the name Rich Gannon to us a week ago, right? Is a guy late in his career that turned this thing. I mean, we're just watching a guy, to Mike's point, that is just different than anything that we have seen from the outside. You truly have seen this on the inside?
Yeah, and I really appreciate your perspective being a QB, and because you've been in the situation, been a backup, and you know what that is, and all that whole world. To see a guy pop out of this can happen because the game gets easier for them. And at one point, I mean, I've said, remember how many years I would say, let's give Russell another year. Let's give him at least his fourth year, his fifth year before we try to figure out, what he knows and how he's playing and all. Because it takes so long. Because this is a hard position. And all the young guys that are trying, look how they take their lumps, as they're getting started. But once they get over, like through the threshold of they can see the game, they understand two deep, they understand one deep, they know zero coverage and blitzes and stuff, and it's just normal for them. Now you can see their athleticism come to the front, and it's happened. There's plenty of past stories. We don't talk about that very much, though. It's like a guy waiting for his moment to come, and if they can hang long enough, and they can be the right kind of backup guy as they're developing their talents, emerges potentially a fantastic talent, and that's what we're seeing.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons, though, is that a lot of the guys who wait that long finally get their chance and don't succeed. And John Clayton always used to say, a good backup quarterback could win you 3 games and then he could lose you the next 3. And
where's John when we need him?
I know. Well, it's always sort of stuck with me, and I wondered if that would be Geno. Last year we saw a little of that when he came in as a backup, but being given the job this year, or winning the job this year, it sure seems as if he is not. He doesn't look like that. He doesn't look like somebody who's about to lose you 3 games.
No, I don't think so at all. I think he's. I mean, stuff can change in any direction here, but if he just keeps on, shoveling the garbage, just every day, just keep doing it. And Jerry Burns used to say, if you shovel it long enough, you pull on your hip boots, and that's just the way the world is, and you'll make something out of yourself, And Geno's doing it, and so he just keep him in the pocket. That's why I said, we don't talk about Geno.